everyone. So I guess you liked our previous unboxing videos since you've come back. Today we're going to do Abbey Road. This one will be sealed, so it's one that I managed to find completely new. So stick around. Okay, so this is quite well wrapped, as you can see. It'll be a bit of a challenge to break this apart and make sure that we don't touch anything inside. Maybe here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Bit more difficult than I expected, but at least it seems to be well packed. So, yep. And there we go. We have, unlike with Sgt. Pepper, we do have bubble wrap and this plastic bags also protecting it. That's good. Put this away. Okay. Center this a bit. There we go. Nice. So this one is, as you see, sealed, hype sticker on. Looks great. Let's remove the bubble wrap. There we go. Nice looking. Okay, so we'll look inside in a few seconds. What I did with this one after I unsealed it is I tried to keep, and I try to do this with all of the new ones, trying to keep the stretch wrap on it as much as possible to protect the box. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult because this box has this specific cutout here to allow you to pull the booklet, I guess, easier outside, but then it's a little bit more difficult to keep the wrap on it because of this. But I like to keep the wrap, and I like to keep it also because the hype sticker is always on the wrap and it's difficult to take it out and put it somewhere else. So it's a quite nice way to try to keep this one as protected as possible for as long as possible. Now, this one, of course, is much thinner than the previous album that we looked at, the Sgt. Pepper one. The box is quite sturdy, so it's a very good cardboard, quality cardboard box with a glossy finish. It looks quite good. You have the contents of the 4 discs in here. Of course, the barcode and the Apple logo on the bottom there. Right. The spines are looking quite good, and they printed the name of the album and the edition on both the upper side and the lateral spine. And of course, you have it again here on the book. And let's just pull this out. The book looks quite nice. Of course, it's again a glossy finish, so that's quite good. Again, the back is basically the same thing, so it's a replica of the box in a way. Or anyway, they are both replicas of the original album covers. Now, one thing that I didn't like about this book, and even when I pulled it out the first time to reseal sort of the outer stretch foil of the box, was the fact that this spine is quite flimsy. So the book is heavy. If you hold it from here, it's a very good chance that this will start to get a little bit unhinged. But yeah, you need to be a little bit more careful, I guess. Now, the way that this was packaged, as you can see, is that you don't have a separate sleeve for the discs. You just have the book, and then the discs are, 2 of them are directly attached to the front cover of the book, and the other 2 should be, yes, here on the back cover. So basically, they kind of saved a lot, I guess, money and space with this. They didn't have to print the disc, print a separate cover for the discs. They just included them in the book. To be honest, I don't like that very much because it kind of forces me when I want to read the book is to also have the discs with me at all times, and it kind of seems like it's a recipe for disaster at some point, or at least it kind of forces you to have the discs on you at all times. But anyway, here we have the 2019 mix that Giles Martin made. Giles Martin, of course, the son of George Martin, the producer, which helped the Beatles on most of their albums. And again, as with Sgt. Pepper, and I think it will be the case for the others, they use these sort of flimsy, quite thin cardboard sleeves. We'll just take the disc out. So here, of course, we have the Apple logo, because they already started using the label by that point. Yeah. Again, like with Sgt. Pepper, probably gonna find some inner sleeves to protect these discs better, although those will not fit too well in these covers. I know people have told me that they started moving the discs into jewel cases just to protect them better from you know, being scratched. This one is the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray version, again, the cover is the same one, the front cover of the disc, of course. So this is the Blu-ray with the 5.1 surround sound and Dolby Atmos mixes that you can listen to on a Blu-ray player. I'm gonna try it on the PlayStation 5. And the other two are the Sessions discs. I'm just gonna take one of them out. No point in taking all of them. The one thing that you could notice, and from the other ones as well, the other discs as well, is that, as people know, there were multiple shots taken of them crossing Abbey Road, and then one of them was used for the main album, but these are the other versions that they had. This one is again an Apple logo, but it's the half Apple version of the logo of the disc front. Yeah. And of course the sessions from the recording sessions discs are both here. Now I'm going to look a little bit within the book to see what we have inside. We're going to have, of course, again, sets of nice pictures of the band. Again, a foreword by Sir Paul McCartney. Another introduction here. I think this is by Giles Martin. And then we'll have pictures, details about the recording of the album. Again, pictures of the tape boxes, lyric sheets, and details about each song. And this goes on and on, of course, as it did for Sgt. Pepper. This one, of course, people would recognize. It's one of the pictures taken for the Hey Jude album that was launched in the US. And other pictures. Overall, it's a good edition, but to me it falls short on several counts. So of course it's much more compact and smaller. It's an interesting idea to include the discs in the book, but I don't find it to be a good idea necessarily. I would rather have had the discs separately. Them continuing to use this kind of cardboard sleeves, it's a little bit of a letdown, but I think this is happening for all of the other editions, so we kind of need to get used to it, especially at least for these 5 that were launched so far. Otherwise, the mix is a pretty good one, I hear, so I'm going to be listening to it and let you know my opinions in a future video, probably. The sessions are quite interesting to listen to, I'm sure, and the Blu-ray is going to be an interesting listen for me as well. Otherwise, decent edition, but again, for me, if I were to give it a rating, probably somewhere around 7 out of 10. Most of the value of this comes from the remix. I would say that one should be pretty good, and let's say the rest of the audio content. But for the packaging, I think they really went downhill from Sgt. Pepper with this one. So thank you again for joining us today. I hope you had a nice time. If you did, again, hit the like and the subscribe button, and stick around with us on the channel. Next time we're gonna have Let It Be.